that's on your soul that you're carrying, that's your rising sign. So people, you're going to bring out that best quality by using more of your moon sign because you're a moon in Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wish you would have got a little more into detail what you wanted me to explain. So, because I'm just throwing a bunch of random ideas out there. But as far as how you can diffuse the war within yourself is make sure, because Gemini's and Scorpio, that's not a good relationship. That's not a good relationship. So your body and mind is not a good relationship. So you have to work a little harder with compelling mind body than others. So you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be in a lot of harder areas than you have in a lot of other areas in their natal chart. You know what I'm saying? But all right, if you wanted like a general perspective on it, okay, like okay, that Gemini and the war that Gemini and Scorpio is having within you is a lot of times you might not understand why you feel so deeply about certain things. So this is your body, your sun sign, that Gemini. This is exactly what that feeling come from. This is Gemini not understanding why the mind, this is your body of a Gemini, mastery over the air. This is that trying to understand why that Scorpio is feeling so deeply about certain things. And Gemini don't like to feel deeply about things. It doesn't like it. So you might have certain feelings and you might get upset in certain days. You might get upset because this is what's happening. The Scorpio is throwing upon deep emotional feelings on you, throwing a lot of water on you, and that air a lot of times just want to breeze. So your sun sign, the way you act, your actions, you just want to breeze a lot of times. And you get into a lot of certain situations where that Scorpio force you to feel a certain way about it. So this is what you have to deal with inside. So I say the best thing you can do is act upon your Gemini, your sun sign, and like get into things. Like if something bothering you, go read something. You know what I'm saying? Go on the internet and get into this a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Or do something to block out a lot of the feelings that you might have. But when you're getting into situations, like say you're trying to get a job, I wish you would have told me like specifically what you're trying to do. But say you're trying to get a girl, get a job, or you're trying to the little simplest things. You want to walk outside of your house for a second. Use that Scorpio power. Use the feeling and emotion that you have with that to know which way to go. It's like going off instincts, but the Scorpio is very powerful because of that Pluto. Because of Mars, you got the aggression, but the Pluto has the ability to show you where to point your aggression, how deep to go with it. So, say you're just walking outside. Have a reason to why you're walking outside, because that Gemini might just want to go outside. This might want to go here, might want to go here, right? It might just stumble over something, and then you caught with a bunch of feelings from what you stumbled over. Like you might have stumbled over a situation, over an altercation, over an obstacle, and then these feelings that you don't want to have, that's that Scorpio coming out, oppose on you. But you're going to do this naturally because your action, your sun sign, you're going to stumble across, you're going to communicate, you might even have a lot of friends. But that Scorpio moon, see, by you being dyslexic, you might not have a lot of friends. And then that might leave you wondering why you don't have a lot of friends. And that question that you're questioning yourself, why I don't have a lot of friends, comes straight from Gemini, because Gemini usually is the communicative signs. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know you're being deflected, because that's that Scorpio making you secretive and making you not want to put yourself out there like that. Is blocking a lot of your sun sign prosperities. So once you get in good with both of these and start, even if you have to go on the internet and look at the relationships between Scorpios and Geminis, use that within yourself. Look at it like that. Don't look at it as you're a Gemini, you're trying to find a Scorpio girl or whatever like that. No, look at it as this is the relationship within yourself, within your body and your mind. So the Gemini is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Well, in your thoughts anyway. Then when you use your moon sign as your reaction, your feelings and your emotions about it, you know what I'm saying? The best thing you could do is talk it out within yourself. Think about it and come up with good concepts that Geminis usually do. Come up with good ideas and good concepts of how come up with good ideas, aka boxes of where to put these feelings in. Where to put that Scorpio water in. You know what I'm saying? So say you coming through a situation and you feel a certain way about it and you don't like them feelings. Use the Gemini to create a box in your mind to put that water in, so next time you will always know how to feel. You will always know how to use that Scorpio energy when you got to resurface back to that box. When you start feeling a certain way like that again, you will know how to feel about it and how to go with it. And then once you sit back, once you do that, you're soothing that rising sign. You're soothing what you already are. You're soothing that earth, that Taurus earth. That you're soothing that quality, and the universe will put you in situations where you can build on that, and you will have mastery over the building aspect, that Taurus aspect, where you could build a foundation, build stability. You know what I'm saying? Build stability within yourself. And once you build stability within yourself, nobody gonna be able to fuck with you. Listen, you're like a superhero on Earth right now. You're like a being from Mercury, because Mercury rules Gemini. You're like a being from Mercury that did jump down here into water, and you have to make your way out of the water. But the only way you can make your way out of the water, which is AKA Scorpio, and is ruled by Mars. So you're gonna have an intensity and aggression way of trying to get out of the water. And the way that Mercury can get out of the water is building something in the water that can help you climb. Because it's gonna be hard for you to swim because you have mastery over the air. And H2O and all that, it has something to do within the air. So it's like you're being sucked in the water. So look at it like this. You're a being from Mercury, right? That got manifested from the sun, right? You're like a superhero that jumped down here and you jumped in a puddle, you jumped in a whole ocean of water. Now, this is in your past life in so many ways and so many words. This is you getting whatever your past karma is. This is something you have to learn here now. So this is that air superhero being demoted down here on Earth to learn what it has to learn. So you got zapped from Mercury, your sun sign Aries. Sorry about that. Your sun sign Gemini got zapped down here. So you're a superhero from Mercury that got zapped down here and threw in an ocean of water, which is that Scorpio. You're mad and deflected that you have to deal with that, which water represents emotions and everything, period, on Earth. Like the moon controls the tides and everything, so water, period, controls the emotions and the awareness on Earth, period. So you've been zapped down here into the oceans. This is what you have to deal with from whatever past life or whatever you have to deal with. This is something you have to learn. As being an air, having mastery of the air, you have to learn how to get out of the water. Now, by you naturally, your life started, no matter what you do, your life started as a Taurus. So by you being that air being from Mercury, that superhero, shot down here into a trap of the water, which is being deflected. Air and water is not in good sextile with each other. That's that Scorpio. It's dragging you in the water, making you deal with a bunch of stuff, making you have to go with the flow. And really, you just want to fly. You want to be here, but you can't. Whatever you have to learn in your past life. So you're here. Your moon sign Scorpio. Boom. You're down here in the water right now. Now, you have to use your sun sign, that good creative skills that Gemini has. Them good thoughts. You stay in your head. You got them good creative thoughts. You have to use that to build whatever tools you have underneath the ocean. And whatever you build, you have to come up with good ideas. And the ideas you come up with has no choice but to be in a Taurus way, because you're a Taurus rising. So you have to build something to climb out the water. You can't just swim out the water, because this is something you have to learn from karma, or you wouldn't have had deflected planets. You have deflected planets. You have Mercury. You have Gemini, Sun, Scorpio, Moon. So that's automatically you're deflected. You're going to war within each other. So in so many ways, if you want to bring it into physical terms, you're a superhero from Mercury that got shot down here for some reason in a past life in the ocean. And the only way up out of the ocean is to use your creative thoughts to control these emotions that you're in, to build something down there in the ocean so you can climb that out of the ocean. And when you building, you're naturally creating stability, which you're naturally going to do that anyway as a Taurus rising. You know what I'm saying? So once you look at it like that, that's looking at it metaphysically. Bring that into physical terms. So when you're in a situation, you might have put yourself in a situation thinking too hard about something. So you stumbled over, might have pissed somebody off or something like, or whatever. You look at it like this. Boom. The situation is going to come at you. In so many ways, it's going to throw you in the ocean because you're a Scorpio moon. So the way you react to it, in so many ways, look at it like you're in the ocean. Use your sun sign, use your Gemini thoughts to build something, because you're gonna be creative. You're gonna be creative on how to get out the situation. You're gonna be creative on how to handle the situation. Use that, and that automatically cause building and stability. You're building something there naturally because you're a Taurus rising. But the way it's coming out is through a Gemini Scorpio way, and then you're gonna be able to climb up out of that situation, and then your feelings is gonna be soothed again because you had the direction to go by that Scorpio, by you being in the ocean in the first place because you're Scorpio moon, and you had creative thoughts by you being a Gemini sun, so you acted upon building on it, and you climbed yourself right out of that shit regardless because you're a Taurus rising. See, like, if that was me in my situation, say, look, I'm an Aries sun, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. So Aries, I have to deal off actions. I might do a lot of things without thinking. I might do a lot of acting without thinking, without using my moon sign, right? So I might put myself in situations like that, right? So automatically the situation is going to bring me a bunch of Scorpio feelings, which they're both ruled by Mars. So I have a lot of aggression anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to war anyway within myself and with other people. Because I will kill some motherfucking body. Like literally, I don't have the time to even sit and think. Why not? You fuck with me, I'm gonna kill you. So in so many ways, I do a lot of things without thinking and throw my own fire in the ocean. So it's like the fire get put out, but in so many terms, by me being an Aries, that sun sign is making the water hot. So whatever water I put myself in, I don't do nothing but start causing steam and shit and make the situations worse. I make the situations worse. So what I have to do, I have to go through the worst situations to come out and develop. By me being a Leo rising, I will have to develop a volcano. So whatever situation I go into, I have to go into full force, and then once that sun get dropped down in the Scorpio ocean I was talking about, the water is gonna be boiling for me, and a lot of times I just make situations worse. But until I create so much steam, until I create so much boiling water to the point that I can create a volcano, that's the only way I can get out the ocean. So I would have to take something through the max. Like, just look at me. I have like 1,000 videos. I would have to do that. I would have to create a volcano for me to make it anywhere if I'm trying to make it as a musician or anything. Like, by me being an Aries, I'm already on this shit musically. By me being a Scorpio moon, I already feel about it deeply and have very great feelings, very emotionally deep upon what I'm acting on. So then once I'm in the water, I have to create enough creative steams. I have to create enough creative hot waters and stuff for the situation, because it's already in a bad situation, to the point that I can be as charismatic enough and have enough courage to go ahead and create a volcano, to the point that I would shoot out of the water, or the water would separate around me through steam, and it would evaporate. And that's how I would have to take. I have to take things to extreme for me to be noticed for it. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is build stability, and you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I try to attack it the best way I can, from your personality to the situations you could be in, to how to get out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a superhero from Mercury that naturally can fly, but you've been demoted into the ocean until you incorporate them flying creativity thoughts from the air, bring them in the water, so you can create boxes and stuff in the water where you can put your emotions and feelings in, so you don't have to feel that way in other situations. And by you having that Scorpio power, bring those together and create and build something like a pyramid in the ocean that you could climb and get up out. And it might take longer than other people, but once you got that pyramid built in that ocean, you could always go back down there and climb out. Go down there and climb out quicker and faster than anybody else, because you had the Taurus stability to actually put in the right work to do it. You had the creative thoughts from the air of that Gemini Mercury to actually give you the creative idea to actually put that Scorpio that Scorpio deep water energy and Mars aggression to put things in a box and only have it there within inside you, so you don't have to show your emotions and feelings and you can only show it when the time is needed, when it's most powerful and efficient to actually build what you're going to build, that pyramid down there to climb your ass up out of any situation you ever. And then once that shit built, I mean, like, once you straight, once you connected mind, body, and soul, which it really is, once you straight, nobody can fuck with you, nigga. Listen, nobody can fuck with you already. But once you got this shit down pat, you will be a motherfucking Mercury, Mars, Venus superhero. You will actually live, you will actually have 3 houses. You will have a house on Mars, you will have a house on Mercury, and you will have a house on Venus, which Venus rules Taurus. And you will be able to fly to all these houses anytime you feel like it. You will be untouchable. You will be motherfucking untouchable. Like, you don't know how much power you really got. That's why I wish you would have gave me a Pacific situation, but you was powerful. You very powerful, and you have the stability to stay at that power. A lot of powerful people here, like, see, this is the thing with Scorpios that people don't understand. They have power, but depending on their chart, you could lose your power. You could be at the top and be at the bottom next day. By you being a Taurus rising, you could be at the top and have that stability to know how to stay there for the rest of your motherfucking life. Real talk. But yeah, shouts out to JIP Wonders. Yeah, JIP Wonders, Jip Wonders. You're part of my soul group. Me and you and the rest of us is going to take over the world pretty soon, to the point that we're not going to have to worry about anything. We're going to be traveling from different planets. We're living on different planets right now. Believe it or not, you live on Mercury right now. Only reason you're on Earth, you have mastery over the Earth from your Taurus qualities, but in so many ways you have mastery over the air on Earth. So use that to your best ability, and make sure Scorpio has a place for these emotions. And by you being a Gemini, I believe in you. You got enough creative thoughts. You be in your head enough to know where to put these emotions at. So you can feel that, you can use, because emotion is a human being's real power. So by you being a Scorpio moon, your reactions, your emotions, feelings, you got real power in that. So you need to use that Gemini, use your sun sign to know where to orchestrate that. Because if you let it take over, you're gonna get caught with a bunch of feelings you wish you never had, because Scorpio and Gemini is already, you're at war with yourself. So you are come up with come up with a good Gemini, come up with a good thought in your head how to soothe the two. You'll be alright, man. That pyramid, whatever you built in that ocean to get up out of that shit, listen, nobody will be able to fuck with you emotionally, physically, nothing. Nobody, mentally, nobody will be able to fuck with you. You'll be the one playing mind games on motherfuckers. You have motherfuckers throwing $1 million on your lap just off your mind game. You know what I'm saying? Just off your shit. You powerful, man. You powerful. But yeah, that's I'm gonna cut this one off. For all my everybody else, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to you too. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a little things. You know what I'm saying? Did a few videos. I just wrapped up a mixtape. So I'm finna throw Moonwater. It's coming soon. I just wrapped up the 9/11 Part 3 mixtape where I crash into everybody else's building, aka Beats. Whatever they have going on with that, I crashed into it, tore down that shit. It's coming out. So that's gonna be first, and this Moonwater gonna come out by the in August. So everybody out there, be safe, be you, and everything else will come true. Flightboss, bitch. Shouts out JIP Wonders. You're gonna have wonders coming to you soon, my nigga.